All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Now, this is X, all right, formerly known as Twitter. Now, you have at the bottom Elon Musk, all right, which we understand, all right, Elon Musk, this is where you have the Neuralink, man. All right. All, you go into these things, all these devils, they all, Trump, JD Vance, Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, Palantir, Neuralink, all these things are being connected, man. Now you have this devil, Elon Musk. He says, it is certainly a nice gesture of Dell's, but there will be no poverty in the future, and so no need to save money. There will be universal high income, all right, which, you'll hear universal basic income, but he's saying universal high income because he needs to pitch it. It needs to sound good, all right? Now, when you see what he's replying to, I'm going to just get, let me start like at the bottom. It says, in addition to contributing to these accounts, I will work with others on financial literacy, education. Let me read that again. I will work with others on financial literacy education so everyone gets the basics down, like learning to earn more than one spends and how to save and invest well. Said differently, I believe that human capital, the ability of humans to earn money and handle it well, is the most valuable type of capital and the backbone of a strong country. All right, so this is Elon Musk's reply to that. All right, I didn't read all of it, but you get the gist. All right, and it says how there will be no poverty in the future, so no need to save money, man. All right, there will be universal basic income. Now, when you get what universal basic income is, it says universal basic income, UBI, is a government program providing regular unconditional cash payments to everyone, regardless of income or work status, to create an economic floor, reduce poverty, and offer security against job loss. And what we see now, a rise in unemployment, man. All right, which we understand all this is all orchestrated, man. They finna get rid of this dollar. All right, they want the people at their knees, man. Okay, Esau finna have these certain pre-planned events, crises or whatever, they usher in this thing, man. All right, and he wants these people at their knees because this devil is finna bring forward this micro C-hip, man, the mark of the beast. All right, so it says loss from automation or crises acting as a supplement for basic needs like food, housing, and healthcare, right? Now let's go back to X. Let's go back to X. Now, there was more. I had saved a few. Now, let me see. Now, this is back, I believe in August, right? Now, this guy, David Scott Patterson says, by 2030, all jobs will be replaced by AI and robots easily. All right, which I'm not going to read, all right, all of it, but you get the gist of the conversation. So Elon Musk replied and says, your estimates are about right. However, intelligent robots in humanoid form will far exceed the population of humans, as every person will want their own personal R2D2 C3PO 3PO, and then there will be many robots and industries for every human to provide products and services. But the point is, man, we're coming to those times, that these devils show in the sci-fi movies, man. Humanoid robots, drones, and this is where the MOTB comes in, man. The micro C-hip, all right? This devil is going to bring forward a cashless society, all right? A digital currency where your purchases, your payments, your buying and selling are going to be done digitally, cashlessly through a micro C-hip that they're going to want inside every man, woman, and child, man. These are the times we're coming into. This devil was going to try to enslave the people through his technology, all right? And this UBI, or universal basic income, we're coming into the times, as that devil said, you will own nothing and be happy. All right? You will own nothing and be happy, man. All right? So drop down. It says, so another person replied, when robots replace working people, how will those who become unemployed sustain their lives? There will be universal high income, not merely basic income. Everyone will have the best medical care, food, home, transport, and everything else. Sustainable abundance. They trying to pitch it, man. They're trying to pitch what they're about to do, you know? All right. Now let's get this last one. Okay. Now, this is when Elon Musk, all right, he displayed his Optimus robots, all right? Now, it says Optimus will ultimately better than the best human surgeon, Optimus will ultimately be better than the best human surgeon, all right? And it goes on. People often talk about eliminating poverty, about giving everyone amazing medical care. Well, there's actually only one way to do that, and that's with the Optimus robot. So it says Optimus will eliminate poverty and provide universal high income for all, man. So you see unemployment rising, all right? The devaluing of the dollar, okay? And this devil finna bring in this technology, man, all right? Digital, that's why you hear the talk of, once again, digital IDs, all right? Tokenization, blockchain technologies, Palantir, AI, drones, and, you know, the humanoid robot. We're coming into those times, and we're right at the door, okay? Now, I want to go back to the browser and get this right here. Coindesk.com, it says Marshall Islands launches world's first blockchain-based UBI on Stellar blockchain, man. All right? Backed by U.S. Treasuries, USDM1 marks a new model for digital public finance and universal basic income in underserved regions. All right? The Marshall Islands has launched the first on-chain universal basic income disbursement using a digital native bond on the Stellar blockchain, man. All right? It says the initiative, part of the ENRA program, replaces physical cash deliveries with digital transfers to citizens across dispersed islands, man. USDM1, a US dollar-dominated bond, is fully backed by U.S. Treasury bills and distributed via a custom digital wallet app, man. You see, digital IDs, digital wallets, all right? Okay? We coming into those times. So it says Marshall Islands launch world's first blockchain-based UBI. Okay? This is where it's all leading to. And this devil on X, he made this post today. All right? This one right here. All right? There will be universal high income. There's no need to save money. This was today. All right? There will be universal high income, man. It was yesterday, Slakia. All right, but Khan. Okay? Which, let's just get the verse, man. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he, which is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, was ruled as the ancient Romans, was ruled as the ancient Greeks, and today rule over this revived Roman Empire, which is America, NATO, and the EU. America being Mystery Babylon, which the Lord will destroy in these last days by the way of fire, man. All right? It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive an mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And this word mark in the Greek is charagma, which go into scratch, etching, thin carved, sculpture, graven, a cutting, okay? Because they're going to have to make a cutting into the flesh so you can receive this micro C-hip, whether it be in your hand, your head, right? You got Elon Musk with what? The Neuralink, man, the brain C-hip. Okay, these are the times that we're fastly approaching, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, because it's going to be a cashless society. Digital currency, man. Purchases, payments, buying and selling are not going to be done with this current monetary system, man. All right? It's going to be a digital monetary system, a cashless society, man, where your purchases, payments, buying and selling are going to be done digitally, are going to be done cashlessly through a micro C-hip that they're going to want inside you. All right. And these are the times that we're fast is at the door, man. All right. Okay. But and we understand according to the scriptures that we are not to receive this thing even unto death. And those that do receive it, they're going to take part in the fiery destruction. All right. Revelation 14. Okay. But that's really the point, man, because we're at the door, and I got this from GMS Watchman, the Marshall Island launches world's first blockchain based UBI, and I seen on X how this devil Elon Musk said there's no need to save because there's going to be universal high income, man. We're at the door. Okay. And this devil finna roll out his robots and, the micro C-hip, the market of beasts. These are times that we're in, man. Unemployment rising, the labor, we in those times. All right. But that's really the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out. Get infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.